When I started my job, my first IT job, I started it on the 19th of July 2010, right? And this person emails me on 19th of July 2018 saying he was just offered a job. Hello everyone, I'm Jay and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share a story of one of my, well, he's not really my friend, but he contacted me, one of my mentees, let's say, right? So this was 5 years ago. I just started my business, TechForce, and we at the time we were doing IT support for other businesses in Aberdeen, right? And I get this email in my inbox. Hey Jay, I was wondering if you have any vacancies available, right? I was just before this video, I was just reading all his emails, right? Just to do some background for this video. This is an amazing story. I think you should listen to this, right? So he emailed me asking, do we have any vacancies? And I said, what are your skills? And send me your CV. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? He said, I don't have a LinkedIn profile, but I can send you my CV, right? And we exchanged a couple more emails. And at this point, I wasn't interested because he wasn't very proactive. When I asked what are his skills, he could have easily mentioned what skills are, or he could have sent me a CV, right? And that lack of proactiveness, I thought it wouldn't work for us, even if he has the skills in the CV. I don't know. At this point, I haven't seen the CV. So I just said, hey, you know what? I don't think our company is right for you. All the best, but I can't do anything just now. So he sent me an email back saying, a very sarcastic, being a Hyderabadi guy, I thought you would help another Hyderabadi Indian guy, but you Indians never surprise me or something like that. Oh boy, you never surprise me or something. So I was like, dude, why are you being so sarcastic? You were not very proactive. So I thought this is not a right choice for us, because when we hire you, we will put you in front of our customers, da-di-da-di-da, right? But anyway, so I understand your frustration. So why don't you come over for a coffee tomorrow to our office? Please bring your CV with you, and I'm happy to help. I'm happy to suggest. So he came in next morning and we sat down and I went through his CV. Let me tell you, this was the worst CV I have ever seen. Okay. Worst. So this was like, there is one paragraph and then there is huge white space, and then there is another paragraph, there is huge white space, there is another paragraph, right? And he has done completely different course in uni and CCNA certification, and then applying for IT jobs. It's like completely irrelevant. Then regardless of what skills he has on the CV, as soon as you look at, as an employer, if I'm looking at the CV, as soon as I look at it, I would probably put it in the bin. I don't even want to read it. It was that bad, right? So I said, so how long you been applying with this CV? And he said, 5 years. Are you being serious? I said, yes. Did it not ever, did you not ever think, if you've been applying with this CV for 5 years and it's not working, did you not ever think something is wrong with the CV? And he was like, oh, I don't know. I had nobody to tell me. And it's like, okay, well, you should probably know. Anyway, here is the deal, right? If you listen to me, if you do exactly what I say, I can help you, right? I can get you a job in 6 months. Because you have done a different course, and if you're applying for IT support roles, there is going to be some learning. So we need to put a plan together for your learning journey, certifications, and then coming up with a CV, and then applying, and then getting familiar with the terminology and all that, right? So we given ourselves 6 months time, and he said, yeah, that's fine. So I will listen to you. I said, you have to listen to me. Because I'm just trying to start up my own business, grow my own business, and if I'm spending my time with you on mentoring, and that is it was free, right? There is no cost involved, nothing, right? I was genuinely trying to help. just because somebody helped me in the past when I was looking for a job, right? So he said, yeah, that's fine. I'll listen to you. And yeah, so we put a plan together, and we started the learning process. And I can see 2 months later, he was getting, he attempted a certification exam. He didn't pass, but he gained so much knowledge, and he was getting very familiar with all the terminology. And he was getting email responses from the recruiters and whatnot, right? I must tell you something about this particular person. It's not actually the skills he was lacking, it's the mindset. Amount of times I ended up motivating him to go further, go apply, just don't give up. Not the skills, nothing. Just the motivation itself was so much, right? Every time we used to catch up every couple of weeks, and he used to come to our office, and he's like, oh, Jay, I can't do this. So many rejections. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't think I can do this. I can't get the job. It's so many things. I'm like, dude, you know what? Just get out of all that. Just don't think that. Just be positive. You can do this. And then I used to share my experience, my stories, experiences to just motivate him. Right? That was the biggest job of all. But anyway, so in around four months into the process, then we started applying with a proper CV and everything. He started receiving the interview calls now, interview invitations. So I can see he had about 3 or 4 interviews over that 6 months. Right. In the end, the 6 months was over. But we didn't stop the process, because I know we were getting so close, right? This was literally going from zero to hero, right? Before we go any further, please do like and subscribe to this channel. I make this type of content a lot, so please do like and subscribe. If you need help, please do get in touch with me. I have left a link in the description below, and depending on what your position is, and if it suits my time schedule, I can mentor you. Okay, right. So where are we? So he was receiving the interview invitations, and at some point I went to India. Well, I was going to India, but he had an interview with one of the top four firms, accounting firms in the world, right? This is an IT support role. So he received the call for the first interview, and we caught up, and I kind of guided him what can he expect in the interview. Yeah, we went through kind of a mock interview and all that. So he went to the interview, and then 2 days later, he said, when he came out of the interview, he called me, and I said, so what's your gut feel? That's the first question I would ask anybody as soon as the interview finished. He said 50-50. Well, I said, which is good, why not, right? So he said, oh, I messed it up. I haven't answered it very well. And I said, yeah, it's fine, man. So let's move on. Let's keep applying for the roles, keep applying for the jobs. You never know. So you can't stop. You can't rest. Then a few days later, I think a week later or something, by this time I went to India, and I was in India, and he called me, and he said, hey, I got an invitation for the second round of the interview with this big accountancy firm. I was like, wow, that's good. So what should I do? I said, dude, listen to this very carefully. You already got the job, right? Just go there and try not to screw it up. Try not to say anything that will put you in trouble. Just listen to them. Don't talk too much. Just go there. Right? You already got the job, I said. And he went to the interview, and there weren't many questions on technical or anything, just a formal chat and formal questions. And he came back, and I just looking at the email, he got the offer, it's funny how it works, right? So when I started my job, my first IT job, I started it on the 19th of July 2010, right? And this person emails me on 19th of July 2018 saying he was just offered a job. Wow. So, I'm not sure if you believe in all that, but there's something must be going on. Maybe it's a coincidence, I don't know, but he got a job. In the end, it took us 8 months, 2 months over than our 6 months target. Took us 8 months, but he got a job, and I think he's still, last time I saw him, he's still working there. It's been nearly 5 years now. He's been working there. Brilliant, man. Great story. I mean, literally, I know the day I met him in that cafe, looking at his CV and saying, dude, this is a bad CV, right? Thinking to myself, this was the worst CV I have ever seen. And then now he has been in that job. Well, actually, he got promotion and whatnot for 5 years, right? He scored a job. That's brilliant. When he emailed me the screenshot that he got offered the job, I was the most happiest person. I was probably more happier than him, right? So there you go. That story. Hope that helps. He completely went from zero, right? He had no experience, no idea in this domain, but he got the job. Hopefully, you are not in that place. Hopefully you have some ideas, some experience, or some knowledge of what you're trying to do. It always helps if you know that, but it doesn't matter. You can still get a job, right? Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments below or get in touch. I'm happy to help, and do like and subscribe. All right. Thank you so much. All the best.